Dear Senior Fours, I welcome you again to our entrepreneurship education lesson. In today's lesson, we are going to look at product or service analysis or evaluation and quality control. So by definition, product analysis means studying how well a product performs its purpose. So product analysis generally looks at how well the product performs its functions or purposes. So we are going to look at a number of terms and principles under quality control and product analysis as follows. But before we go to the other components of product analysis or evaluation, we can talk about the benefits of product evaluation or product analysis. Number one, it helps the entrepreneur to determine the product or products worth producing. So through carrying out product analysis or knowing the purpose or how well the product serves its purpose, it enables the entrepreneur to determine the products which are worth producing. Number two, product analysis helps to determine a relative price for a specific product. So after carrying out a product analysis or knowing how well a product can serve its purpose, then prices for such products can be relatively determined. So product analysis enables entrepreneurs to determine relative prices for specific products. And then product analysis helps the entrepreneur to improve on the existing products to meet customer requirements. So after carrying out product or service analysis or evaluation, you know that we said product evaluation or analysis refers to analyzing how well or finding out how well a product serves its purpose. So after knowing that, the information received helps the entrepreneur to improve on the existing products to meet customer requirements. And then we also have that product evaluation or product analysis helps the customer to determine whether the product is worth producing. Rather, the entrepreneur whether the product is worth producing. And that is a repetition, I think, but generally that's those are some of the benefits of carrying out product evaluation or product analysis. Okay, now we're going under product analysis. We are going to look at what we call quality management. Maybe a question you can ask ourselves first of all is what is or how can you explain quality, which is a common word that we always use in daily life, but do we know what real quality means? So in the context of production, distribution and consumption of goods and services by entrepreneurs, we can define quality as the ability of a product or service to satisfy the customer. So the ability of a product to satisfy the customer is the one that we are calling quality. Then there is what we call quality control. Quality control is the process which attempts to minimize or eliminate errors in the quality of a product. So when you produce a product, you have to understand that that product should be of a certain quality. So what is done during the process of producing goods and services to minimize or eliminate errors in the quality of the product is the one that we refer to as quality control. Right. So quality control can also be defined as working or operational techniques and activities established from the time of purchase of raw materials up to the end of the production process that ensures the production of good quality products. So generally, quality control involves everything that is done, right from the start, when raw materials are purchased, and throughout the process in the that happens in the stages through which the production of a certain product take place, up to when the final product is put on the market, or when it is consumed by the customers. Then the whole process to keep its quality is the one that we call quality control. Okay, so let's move on to the next concept, which is quality management itself. So quality management, we define it as the process of controlling the business and all production activities with the aim of ensuring that the products and services meet consumers' required specifications or needs. So the process of controlling all business and all production activities towards ensuring that the products and services which are being produced and provided to customers, they meet the required specifications or needs. So quality management, I think, or if you remember where we talked in our Unit 5, we talked about standards, and we talked about what is looked at for a product to be of good standard. So you see that those requirements which a particular product should have, or specifications which are required on a given product to meet the customer needs, the process of now that is involved to make sure that all those characteristics or specifications on a given product are implemented, and they have to be evident on the product, the one that we refer to as quality management. So we may have other definitions of quality management, and generally quality management includes everything we do to make sure we produce and deliver our company's products and services to specific individuals at the appropriate costs. Generally, production begins when raw materials are purchased, and it ends when a product is sold. So whatever is done, even during delivery, even the costing of the product, all of it is under what we call quality management. Okay, so what are some of the advantages of quality control? So the advantages of quality control, or ensuring that the product that is produced meets the customer needs, or may include some of the following. One, a satisfaction of customers. So customers are greatly benefit as they get better quality products on account of quality control. It gives them satisfaction. So when business people or producers or distributors of products adhere to quality control, this benefits consumers, because these consumers, they are able to get good products which meet their needs. Then you have quality control minimizes or leads to reduction in production costs. So by undertaking effective inspection and control over production processes and operations, production costs are considerably reduced. So when a certain business ensures that all products being produced meet the quality control standards, then that one can enable that company to reduce on the operation costs, or the amount of money it spends on producing goods and services, since it minimizes errors and other complaints that may arise from clients when they are not satisfied with the quality of the product that they are provided with. So sometimes it is even helps the firm or the business to avoid legal petitions from clients and even from the regulators of business activities in the country. So, and then quality control further checks the production of inferior products and wastages, thereby bringing down the cost of production considerably. So, like we said, quality control or quality management, it enables the producers to know which type of commodities are worth producing. So in that, by understanding the products which are worth producing, then they go ahead to produce only those products which are worthwhile, which will be purchased and which are needed on market. So in that case, it also reduces wastage of resources on producing unnecessary products. And another point under the advantages of quality control is that most effective utilization of resources. Quality control ensures maximum utilization of available resources, thereby minimizing wastage and inefficiency of every kind. So inefficiency in production means producing at high cost and producing low output at using a long period of time. So if you carry out quality control as an entrepreneur, then that enables your business to maximize the utilization of available resources, thereby minimizing wastage and inefficiency in all forms. This is continued. So reduction in inspection costs. So quality control brings about economies in inspection and considerably reduces cost of production. So what you mean by economies refers to the benefits that a farm enjoys when it produces on large scale. So if a farm carries out management quality control, rather, it reduces on the cost of inspection. So like if workers know that this is what they have to do at each stage of production, that one may reduce on the costs of employing people to come and evaluate what workers have done, since workers themselves, they are able to check whether what they are doing is of a given required standard, not necessitating external people to come and inspect them. So if a business ensures that it puts in place quality control measures, then that will be an internal kind of check which they will not need external checking. So in that case, the cost of inspection will be eliminated. So to continue, we have increased goodwill. So by producing better quality products and satisfying customers' needs, quality control raises the goodwill of the concern in the minds of people. So what we call goodwill is like the liking of the business by the potential customers, even the customers, even by the general public. So if the general public develops goodwill about the business, then that is a form of an intangible asset for that company, because it helps the business to market its products easily and even increase sales, since the community or the public has trust in the products produced by that specific business. So that happens if that business takes the initiative to make sure that it carries out quality control, or it makes sure that it minimizes errors which may, or during the production process, which may be manifested outside by customers. So if it is done internally and it is rectified before it goes out to the public or to the market, then that one increases the goodwill of that business into the public. And lastly, there is increased sales. So quality control ensures production of quality products, which is immensely helpful in attracting more customers for the product, thereby increasing sales. So if we have a product of good quality, or if a company carries out quality control and it manages to produce better or good quality products which meet customer expectations or customers' needs, then that will enable that business to increase on its sales. And then when sales increase, you know, the revenue it generates also increases. So that is some of the advantages of quality control. Anyway, we may also talk about on the other side of quality control, what can be the shortcomings. First of all, rejected product is expensive for a firm as it has incurred the full cost of production but cannot be sold, as the manufacturer does not want its name associated with the substandard product. So after carrying out production, and then a business carries out quality control, it may identify some commodities which have defects or which have problems, and the business may fear to take those products out on the market. So if it happens, then those products will contribute to a loss to the firm, because the firm will not sell them, and yet it will have spent money on producing them. So that one is a disadvantage. 2, quality control may be expensive. So generally, quality control may be expensive depending on the type of business. Like, you may need to have special gadgets or tools, or hire experts or people with special skills who are able to ensure that they test the product, and they also make sure that they discover all the defects associated with the phones, with the product, not the phones. It may depend on the product. And then lastly, profitability of the business may be affected in case of many defects. So you have heard of some companies, for example, Samsung. There was a time when they called back all the phones that people had bought. This Samsung Galaxy 7. So all people who had bought those phones in Rwanda, even in East Africa, they had to ship them back to South Korea because their batteries were not good. So and then they discovered that after doing what we call quality analysis or quality control. So in that case, the business made a very huge loss. So because of its honesty to carry out. Another concept that we may talk about here is what we call quality assurance. Quality assurance. So quality assurance is any systematic process of checking to see whether a product or service being developed is meeting specified requirements. It provides a guarantee that the product will work without any problems as per the expectations or requirements. So we add that it refers to the maintenance of a desired level of quality in a service or product, especially by means of attention to every stage of the process of delivery or production. So quality assurance, for it, what it is responsible for, or what is done, is to ensure that each and every product that is produced in a certain business, that type of product should have exactly the same characteristics just as the other product. For instance, if you go in the market to buy a certain type of computer, or a certain type of phone, or a certain type of television, the manufacturers have to ensure that each and every individual item, or each if say television set that is manufactured, that it is of the same exact characteristics just as any other television set that is produced of that type. So that's why now we have phones. We know they give them different numbers or different versions. Like maybe you are going to buy this type of Techno, but of this category, like that. So all phones under that brand, they should be exactly the same. There shouldn't be any difference. But that one is done through what we call quality assurance. So making sure that there's a maintenance of a desired level of quality in service or product, and this is done by means of paying attention to every stage or process of production.